Welcome to Crosstalk Solutions. My name's Chris, and today I'm really excited because we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Yealink W52P wireless decked SIP phone. This is a really cool phone. If you're looking for a wireless SIP phone and you don't want to use like an ATA to a standard wireless phone, something like that, this is a really great option. This phone has basically a decked base, so it has the decked antenna, if you will. And then it comes with one handset. But that's not all. You can actually have up to 5 handsets total per decked base. And those handsets can be all the same extension, or they can all be separate extensions, or any combination thereof, right? So this one decked base can handle a ton of phones. Now, the decked base plus one handset itself is about $150, $160, but each additional handset comes in at about $80. So really, when you add up the total number of handsets for a wireless solution, this is a really cost-effective way to get wireless. And just like all Yealink products, it works really well with FreePBX. So let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here we go. Where do you open this thing? Here it is. All right. So I actually have, and I'm going to be setting up this phone on this video for not only the one decked base, but also additional handsets as well. So you'll see how that's done. This is, of course, the ubiquitous quick start guide that comes with everything these days. And then we've got two things here. So this is the handset. I'm going to save that for later. And then we've got the decked base right here. I'm also going to save that for later. Got to get this packaging out of the way. So let's see. A lot of the Yealink products do not come with a PoE or with a power adapter, because they assume that you're going to be utilizing PoE. This one, I believe the decked base can be Power over Ethernet. I think it can be PoE. I don't recall if it can or not. But this particular model does come with 2 power adapters. So it has one for the decked base, and then it has a separate power adapter for the base of the wireless handset. Now they're the same adapter, but it does come with 2 of them. So you get your 2 power adapters, rechargeable batteries for the handset, a belt clip for the handset. This is the base for the handset, right there. So just a standard base. It's just got a light on it, so you can see when it's charging or when it's not charging. And what else comes in the box? And a just a regular Cat 5 cable. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Okay, so I really like this product. It's kind of my go-to solution if I do have customers that need wireless handsets. And just the fact that you can have up to 5 of them attached to this one base is just a really cool feature. So there's not much to it here. You've got 3 lights on the front. One indicates power, one indicates network activity, and one indicates this will blink if handsets are being discovered. Now, to discover handsets, you basically just hold down this button right in the front for about 2 seconds, and then you do a couple things on the handset to pair the handset to the decked base. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. You've got internet and you've got power. That's all there is to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy plugged in. Okay, so power is in there. I'm going to put this decked base off to the side for the time being. This device does DHCP by default, so no worries there. And let's take a look at the actual handset. So it's a very kind of small handset. It's not too bulky. See if I can get a good picture of that there. And it does have a color display, which is really nice. Pull off the plastic, my favorite part. There we go. Okay. And on this phone, there aren't a ton of options in terms of lines and things of that nature, but you do get some pretty good button functionality. You've got a speakerphone, you've got dial, hang up and pick up, you've got mute, you've got a redial button, and you've got voicemail button. So all of the sort of standard buttons that you would expect to find on a full desktop handset are included on this thing. And let me go ahead and plug in the base as well, and we will pair this to the decked base. And there we go. We can see that the handset has turned on. Some pleasant little beeping going on. I'm not going to attach the belt clip for now. I'll put that back in the box. And let's see, oh, by default, it looks like this one's already paired. You see that up in the corner there's an H1, which stands for handset 1. So I believe this is already paired up with the actual base. Okay, so here we have the screen. I'm going to switch to my little close-up cam here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to hit OK on the info. Actually, let me go back a little bit so you can see this is the main screen. And if I hit the OK button right here, we get info, or status. So if I click info and then click on base again, so I just hit OK, OK, we can see that the base is 192.168.200.226. So let's go ahead and open that up in our browser. Okay, so here we have the phone opened up in the browser. Like all Yealink devices, admin is the default username and password. And here we can see it's DHCP to 192.168.200.226. Now, with this phone, the only thing I don't like about this phone is that if you are just going to set up one cordless handset, so you just have the decked base and one handset, you can use the FreePBX Endpoint Manager to do that configuration, and it works very well. But the second you want to have two handsets as two separate extensions, the Endpoint Manager doesn't account for that. So there's no way to do that in the Endpoint Manager. At least there's no way to do that I know of. So unfortunately, this is going to be a manually set up phone in terms of anytime you're going to be doing more than one extension, or if you have more than multiple handsets attached to one decked base where each handset is a separate extension. Okay, so let's take a look at status. Let's see, handset and VoIP here. We can see register new handsets, start registration. That's basically if you hit this button, it does the same thing as holding down the button on the front of the decked base. And let's go ahead and set this up for our first extension. So I'm going to pop over to FreePBX, and I'm going to go Applications, Extensions, and I'm just trying to get the SIP password. So this one is extension 801, and I'm going to scroll down here and grab this SIP password here. So copy that, go back to the phone, and I'm going to click on Account. And so you can see here that if I drop down the account box, I get up to 5 accounts. So each one of these accounts can be a different extension, and then each one of these different extensions can be assigned to an individual handset. Okay, so let's go account 1. We're going to go ahead and enable account 1. This is extension 801, 801, 801. Username is 801. Password is the password that I copied from FreePBX, and then we want to give it the IP address of the FreePBX for the SIP server. Okay, go ahead and confirm that. And what we'll see here is it'll try to register. Registering. Registered. There we go. Okay, so this phone is now registered to the FreePBX. Okay, a couple other things that we want to do is if we click over here on phone and then click on line 1, we're going to want to scroll down to the bottom, and where it says voicemail, we want to do *97 to set the voicemail key for FreePBX's voicemail code. The other thing we can do is if we come over here to, let's see, where is it? Account? Yeah. If we come over here to handset name, we can actually change the handset name, make it a little bit friendlier to what we're doing. So this is going to be extension 801, this is going to be extension 802, this is going to be extension 803. I'm going to confirm that. And then if we come over here to number assignment, here's where we can see our accounts across the top. So you can see this is account 801. This is already registered. And then here's our handsets going down on the side here. So we go 801 is handset 801. And then we're going to do 802 is handset 802. 803 is handset 803. So on and so forth. So you can see here that you can have multiple phones. If I wanted 2 phones to be extension 801, I would just select it like that. In this case, though, I do want to set it up so that each extension or each handset is its own extension. Okay, so let's add another handset. Okay, so I've got a second handset that's been unboxed. This one is not yet paired with the decked base. So we're going to go ahead and switch over here to my close-up camera. And here we can see I just have the status screen. Let me go back to the main screen. We can see that it says, hopefully focus on that, press base page 2 seconds, then press OK. So if we come over here on the base, see if I can focus over here, I'm going to hold this down for 2 seconds, and you'll see this light over here start to blink. 1,000, 2, 1,000. There we go. So now that light's blinking. Now back on the phone, I can go, let's see, back, there we go, and I can press OK. Oh, what happened? Oh, press OK over here. Sorry, wrong button. And so we say register handset to base 1. Now it's going to search around, searching. Found this base. We're going to say that's fine. It's the only base I have turned on. Current pin by default is 0000 and done. Subscribing. Handset subscribed. There we go. So now this handset is registered to this decked base, and now I can set up my second account. Okay, so back in the FreePBX, we're going to go over here. I'm going to go to another extension, extension number 802. And I'm going to grab the password, copy that, go back to the decked base, go back to the account basic tab. And so instead of account 1, so account 1's already registered as 801. I'm now going to switch to account 2. And I'm going to enable that, 802, 802, 802, 802, and paste. And then if I scroll all the way down here, I'm going to put in the IP address of the FreePBX, copy, and paste. Confirm that. Registering, registered. There we go. Okay, so now I've got 2 handsets successfully registered. And if I should at this point be able to call between them. So let's go from 801, I'm going to call 802. So here we go. 802, send. And there we go. So this one's ringing. Hello, hello, hello. Put this on speaker. Hello, hello. Check, 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 check. There we go. Okay. So that's a quick look at the Yealink W52P wireless decked SIP phone. I really, really love this phone. Super easy to set up, super easy to use, and very flexible. Once again, like all of the Yealink products. I sound like a Yealink salesman. I swear to God, they do not pay me for this. I just really, really like the Yealink products. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please click subscribe. My name's Chris with Crosstalk Solutions, and thank you so much for watching.